What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Daniel here, and welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about my experience here living in Mexico City. If you're thinking about coming here, what are some of the things that you need to know in terms of the basic information, like how much do you need in a month, what does it cost to rent an apartment here or an Airbnb, how much does it cost to move around, public transportation, Uber, how much does it cost to for a phone plan, and some of this other things that you may not be thinking about that I feel like you should be thinking about. So that's what this video is going to be about, and if that's something that's going to interest you, make sure you watch this video till the very end. And also, if you haven't subscribed, this is the perfect time to do so. Go down right now, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So I'm just going to jump right into it. But before I do that though, I don't think I'm gonna be able to hold my phone up here for long. So I'm just going to jump into my camera and we'll take it from there. So let's go. So if you're coming to Mexico City, there are probably a few things you want to know. For example, how much do you need to get by in a month? What does it cost to rent an accommodation? How much the food costs? What is the cost of taking a Uber or public transportation? So these are some of the things that I will be talking about in this video. If you're interested, make sure you watch till the end and also go subscribe. So I've been in Mexico City now for just under 3 weeks, and I feel like I know a few things that I can share with you. Some of the information that you may not necessarily find online, or maybe you find it but you're just looking for more. You know, you want more. We always want more as human beings. So to start, accommodation. So this is how I got my accommodation. I went on Airbnb, simple as that. You can go on some Facebook groups as well if you're looking for a way to find cheaper accommodation, or you just want to connect with, you know, other nomads or locals who are trying to rent their home. Facebook group will be the best bet. But if you're trying to skip all of that hurdle and just book your apartment before you get here, Airbnb is going to be your best bet. So I got this apartment on Airbnb. It's not an entire place, it's a 2-bedroom apartment. So I'm having this 1 bedroom to myself, giant closet. I made a tour of this in one of my videos, and I paid about $535 for this, and I have 34 days to spend here. So $535 for 34 days. I think that's a good deal, but you need to know that you can spend anywhere from $300 to $1,000 if you're trying to look for accommodation in Mexico City. Of course, what you get with each amount of money is going to be different. For $1,000, of course, you're getting more and more amenities. But if you're looking for, you know, a place under budget, something that you might be able to work with, I mean, it's not a bad place. I mean, look at this place. It's got incredible natural light. Wi-Fi is great, and also Wi-Fi. If you're coming to Mexico City, it's one of the reasons why people come here, because Wi-Fi is great here. So if you're working remotely, or you are just wanting to be a digital nomad, just want to get away, want to leave somewhere else like Mexico City, Wi-Fi is not incredible, but it's great. I've never had issues with my Zoom calls, and I get on Zoom calls pretty much every day. I think you have about 20 megabytes per second upload and about 5 to 10 download. So that's one other thing to mention. So if you're coming here, Mexico City is really rich in culture and food, and you'll find a really large community of digital nomads here. Just make sure to join the groups, or you can use Bumble BFF, just like I did. I used Bumble, of course, the dating app, to find some locals before I got here. So the first couple of days I already had, you know, some dates lined up, you know, just went out with a bunch of you know, really interesting local Mexican people, and it was great. So these are some of the ways to meet people. I know I'm going back and forth, but I'm just talking about it as it comes to me. So also, if you want to move around, there's option of using a public transportation or by using Uber. Uber is what I've used to move around since I've been here. Of course, it's cheap, it's affordable. Let me say that, not cheap, not like dirt cheap, but affordable. I haven't used public transportation, and the reason is because I haven't had a reason to. So I live in Cuauhtémoc. Cuauhtémoc is like 5-10 minutes from Reforma. Reforma is one of the major districts here in Mexico City, and if you live in Cuauhtémoc, I'm like 5-10 minutes away. So I walk every day. There's a Starbucks, right across from me from Reforma. I go there if I need to get work done. I don't have to make video calls. I go to Starbucks to watch. In fact, they know my name and they know my order by now. So there's a ton of cafes around the city. I mean, Starbucks and some local cafes as well. So if you want to work out of a cafe, just want to walk around, there's a ton of cafes and bars that you can go to. The nightlife is pretty vibrant. Of course, I haven't been out at night because honestly, like during the day I'm working, and when I just take a walk in the afternoon just to get some food, I am pretty tired. I don't want to be out partying and doing all that, all that stuff. Maybe someday if we have, some consensus in the Facebook groups, maybe I will join, but I haven't done that yet. So I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what the nightlife looks like here in Mexico City. Also, the next thing I want to talk about is your phone. How do you get by with, phone plan and all that? So I do not have a Mexican local number. I have my US number and I'm roaming right now. I'm on the T-Mobile network, and that is why I can roam. T-Mobile has a service here in Mexico and Canada where you don't have to pay any roaming fees, and you can get up to 5 gigabytes 4G LTE in Mexico City. Unlimited text and calls to local and international numbers if you are in Mexico City. So I haven't had any reason to get a local number because my number works fine and I've been able to stay connected while I'm here. Of course, some days it's gonna be really spotty, but it's been great overall. Now, in terms of things to do, Mexico City is known to be the city of museums. After London, I think they say that Mexico City has the highest number of museums. So if you're looking for things to do, you will have an abundance of things to choose from museums to, local art shows and just about pretty much anything you're interested in. You'll find a group for that. If you're interested in yoga, workout, there's always a group for that on Facebook. And also if you join one of the Facebook groups, I think I'll leave a link to it down in the description. If you just want to, get to know people before you come here, you will be invited. Someone might invite you into a WhatsApp group that has pretty much every activity. They have WhatsApp group for Tuesday night tacos, WhatsApp group for late night activities, WhatsApp group for workout, yoga, and all of those things. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to one group that I feel like is the most vibrant or the most active here in Mexico City in the description. So that is something that you should join as well. Also, one of the reasons why I love Mexico City so much and why I think you should consider if you are just new to traveling, or maybe you're considering Mexico City, is the value that you get for money. I wouldn't say it's the most, it's the cheapest place you can live in if you're looking to travel, but the value you get for money is immense. I mean, imagine, paying anywhere from $15, $20 for a haircut and getting an entire spa session. And that was my experience when I went out to get an haircut the other day. It's called the Barber Spa. And if you are a guy, you need a haircut, you should definitely check them out. They have a really awesome service. The moment you walk in, they offer you beverage and they just like take care of you. I'll put a video here on the screen so you can see the type of service that you get if you are looking to get a haircut here. And also, if you go to restaurants and you just want to get anything, the way they relate with you, it's just wholesome. Like, they treat you like a proper human being. I mean, it's not like they're getting paid so much, but Mexican people are just known to be very heartwarming people, and they just treat you so well if you're going out to get something or you just want to interact with them generally. And that's one other thing that I love about this place. Also, one of the downsides though, if you are coming here, make sure you can speak at least conversational Spanish. That's one of the reasons why I've not been able to interact a lot with a lot of people, because my Spanish is pretty bad, and I didn't know that until I got on the plane. So before I came here, I was using an app called Pimsleur to learn Spanish, and I've been doing that for about 7 weeks prior, right? And I was getting confident with my Spanish speaking skills, at least on a conversational level. And I got on the plane the day I flew into Mexico, and this lady sat beside me, asked me something in Spanish, and I could not hear anything she said, and my soul was pretty crushed at that point. I knew I'd messed up. So since I've been here, I mean, I have been picking up in terms of speaking, but I use my translator a lot. So if you are coming here, those are some of the things you should have on your phone. Your translator is going to be really, really important, especially if you don't speak Spanish, or you're not fluent or conversational at any level. So that's something you should also keep in mind. I mean, in terms of utility apps, cabs. Uber works fine here. If you want to Uber around, you can definitely do that. It costs anywhere from $2 to $6. If you're going so far, then maybe 10 bucks, but I've never, since I got here, spent more than $2, sometimes $3 to get around the city. And a lot of the central places in the city are very walkable, so if you're the kind of person who loves to walk, you will find Mexico City very interesting. And also you can, just go out to the central area like Centro Historico, the Angel of Independence. It's such a nice place to, to walk around and to sit down late in the evenings and just, take pictures and just interact with people. And I think, yeah, that's what I can think about right now. I think it pretty much sums up why I love Mexico City so much and why you should consider it if you are looking to work remotely or if you're looking to become a digital nomad. So let me know in the comment box what you think. If you want to come to Mexico City, I'd like to connect with you. Of course, I will be here for about a month. I still have about 2-3 weeks here. I don't know where I'm going next, but I will decide upon that very, very soon. Also, I also launched a podcast. It's called Inspired by Freedom Travel Podcast. So if you just want to listen to podcasts, want to get inspired to travel, maybe you just want to listen to stories about, from people who have chosen the life of travel and adventure, in a podcast style format, I'll leave a link to it in the description. Make sure you subscribe to that and, take a listen. Let me know what you think. So this is going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you gained a lot of, value from this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe. My name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next one.
Alright, so what I have here right now is tacos al pastor. It's basically pork meat with all of the goodies of Mexico had it inside of it. I know there's cilantro inside of there, onions, and we have potatoes on the side. And this right here is a drink. It's called Jamaica spiced with guava. So this right here, guys, is what is considered the best taco in Mexico City. So if you're ever around here, make sure you check it out. And I decided to be outside where there's natural sunlight and natural breeze. I think this is the best conditions to have any meal as good as this.